Hey, good morning. It is the last week of time off before classes start. Meetings are starting, with getting back to school and things, but the classes start next Monday, and so I'm doing the hustle to kind of get back in the game, prepping and things. It's just so hard to believe that the summer's over, and routine is quickly, it's knocking on the door, So, but as I'm sitting here with my coffee this morning, just thinking about the summer, and, Jin died this Saturday before finals week last spring, and and her funeral was, or her memorial was the weekend of, after finals and graduation and things, and that time is just such a blur. And so I feel like last spring was, it was the toughest teaching season for me, of course, and I am looking forward to getting back into the classroom, and some of the work that I'm doing this fall is very exciting to me. I'm doing some new things that are that I think are going to scratch, some familiar itches, so to speak, working with some very specific populations of students and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. And yet, there's something about leaving this mode of, or this part of the grieving season, I'm so blessed that I had the time off. I think about other people in my situation who, work right up until their loved one dies and then gets their 3 days of bereavement and has to go back to work. And quite frankly, I can't imagine. And so I know that I'm incredibly blessed to have had this time. And as a result, I really feel like I've been able to really tackle some big things. And I guess so I will tell you this. Before Virginia died, it was one of those nights in the middle of the night. Well, we should back up. You all know, if you've been watching our stuff and you know us, that we've been very open about the fact that Virginia was spending a great deal of time planning, praying, thinking, preparing me for moving forward without her. And so, I don't even know, I think it was in March sometime, she was up in the night and we were talking, and she said, I suppose you're supposed to have to get online. I mean, isn't that how they do it these days? Meaning finding the next person. Because she was really intent. She was really strong with me that there would be a next person, and that I should be looking. And I kind of looked at her and said, well, what do you know about online dating? And she's like, I know nothing, so let's look. The woman was sure that I would cut myself short. She wanted to see the questions I was going to answer. She wanted to see how it was set up. And so, in a season of humoring Jin always, right, I reluctantly pulled up an account. We created a Match.com account. We had a really good time. And when we were done, she said, when you're ready, you turn that thing on and you go. Virginia was very clear with me that she felt that she was holding me captive in my prime years, right? Which is, I see why she says that. And at the same time, I wouldn't trade it, right? So just saying that. The week that she died and we were having those conversations in the night and processing goodbyes, and we again addressed the moving forward, and she again was clear that I was not to wait. That time had been lost, which of course is absurd. But she saw it, she knew it. You know, our relationship had changed so dramatically in caretaking and her dying. And yet I wasn't absolutely in love with her to the end. And so, actually, I would say no need to tell you how much I loved her and still do love her. Anyway, so she just said, Kira, when you can stomach it, you turn that thing on and you go. So, I guess I want to tell you that I've turned it on. And I guess that's all I'll say about that. I'm not making, I'm not in a relationship necessarily. I am talking with people. I have met some people. And there is an element of fun and energy in that. And there's sadness, right? But anyway, I know that it's maybe, it's funny. I've been hesitant to do this because I feel like some people will have an opinion about it. And I guess I've decided that it doesn't matter because ultimately it's what Jenny wanted for me. So, that's it. Yeah. Anyway, there you are. Transparent me saying, I'm dipping my toes in the water. Okay, so back to school, shifting gears in life. My favorite season of the year is here. I love fall. I love fall. I love the smell of fall. I shouldn't say it's actually here. I'm still holding out for a few more weeks, but it's coming. I can smell it. And that pleases me. So, all right, over and out. I'll be in touch. Okay.